Hey gamers, Tony here from the ClassicLeague.com gaming and electronic podcast. I'm back with another live review, and I call this a live review because it's not a full review of a game, but it's a brand new game by gameloft called Kindoms and Lords, and I usually do these, what I call live reviews, for games that would really take weeks and weeks and weeks of playing time to do a proper review in my mind, and so this is kind of just to give you a little bit of a taste of what the game's like, walk you through after several hours of gameplay. I've had my review code for about a day now, and so I've had several hours to play with this game and start to build up my kingdom, and just to give you a good feel of what it's like. And so this is a universal app in the App Store. You can download it for free from the iTunes App Store from Gameloft, obviously developed and published by them. And this isn't the first freemium title, especially freemium strategy title we've gotten from them recently. I know some people absolutely hate them, some people like them. I usually avoid them. I usually prefer the games like, your Dark Knight Rises from them or something where you actually pay and get a good amount of the game without having to worry about tons of in-app purchases. But freemium is huge, and Gameloft has done a good job of trying to balance it. And so the biggest thing here is, in what I can tell in this game so far, and so basically you play as the king of a little village. You begin to build up your village. As you can see here, this is my village. You do everything from building barracks for soldiers to building libraries, markets, houses for more people to live, sidewalks, mining resources, cutting down trees. I mean, everything that you would imagine doing here. And the game is organized very, very well. I'm going to show you here in the task in the top left-hand corner. The game has a great tutorial, first of all, on getting you started in the game. And basically there's big kingdoms in turmoil, and you kind of start to raise up an army, defend yourself, and you're battling against evil forces, conquering the land, causing the turmoil, that kind of thing. And so it's a very slow-moving game, though. And after you get going, you'll have these tasks on the left-hand side, and if I click one here, as you can see, I'm currently in the middle of fighting a battle with the Barbarian, which I can't fight the third round of the battle yet because I haven't received that quest, and I need to just advance my character a little bit more. Now, I wish I could show you the battle system, because the battle system is my favorite part of this game. It's basically turn-based RPG, which is really, really awesome. So you put characters in the front and the back just like you would in a turn-based JRPG, really, and you kind of choose your battles wisely and go at it. And so this not only game is a hybrid of simulation and by itself, but it's also simulation and turn-based strategy, which is kind of rare and kind of unique. So I like that about Kindoms and Lords. What I don't like is that this game is all about money. And so I'm collecting some taxes here, as you can see. So I collect gold, I collect these shields. So every house I build, every establishment I build pays me taxes. And I just basically collect them. And as you can see across the top, there's gold, there's diamonds, there's energy, which is the big thing of the game. You can't even chop wood in this game. So as you can see, if I chop this tree up here, it takes away 1 pellet of energy. And so I actually have to wait for the energy to increase. Now the good thing is that if you are patient like me and you really want to explore this game, which I haven't explored a strategy game for a long time, you can play it over the next several weeks without paying a dime. You just basically have to be patient. So what I usually do is check in, expend my energy, build what I can, complete the task I can. It takes about 10 minutes, turn my iPad off, come back a half hour later when everything's kind of filled back up, and do the whole process again. And it's kind of been fun. I started with just one row of houses, and now I've kind of expanded out a little bit and started to raise some money and have all sorts of resources. I have a mining colony right here where I can choose to get some coal and different things like that for different new establishments. I've unlocked a lot of establishments. I have barracks where I can recruit soldiers. And all these little characters down here I'm clicking on are the different kinds of soldiers that I've manufactured from the barracks. I could plant crops basically to feed different people in my village and all sorts of things. So it's kind of a simulation management game, but on top of that there's also battles, there's also wars and things like that. But the game, like I said, is organized very, very well if you're in this type of game. So, oops. You might get to see a battle. I have a spearman, I think. Maybe not. Dang it, I gotta recruit a spearman first. So after I recruit a spearman, I can go fight the barbarian general. So you probably won't get to see that because that takes some time. But yeah, so there's tasks organized on the left. You can see some of the different things you can build and what the costs are. There's housing, production, military, kingdom, special, decoration, expansion, units, magic cards, resources, black market, and diamonds. And so you can spend $100 of real money on diamonds, which is just insanity. So I would never do that for this game. But I'm going to try to play it for a few weeks because I like the battle system, and I like the combination of the battle system with simulation. So I think I am going to try it out for a few weeks and give it a shot. But if you like this type of game, if you think you might like this type of game, give it a shot. It is kind of addicting. It is fun. I love the medieval time period, and you can also invite your friends, battle against your friends, battle against other kingdoms. You can also ally with other kingdoms and your friends. So they do a good job of incorporating all the best aspects of these games. But yeah, like I said, it's a freemium game, so they're always going to be asking for your money. There's always going to be ads playing. Gameloft, they do make me feel like I can play quite a bit of it without spending money, but then there's always that frustration of checking out every 10 minutes, coming back, things like that. But like I said, I am patient. I wait on my energy, and so I think it's that kind of game that I'll just keep installed. As you can see my little town going here, I'll just keep it installed over the next few weeks, and I'll just play it every 10 minutes. And, well, not obviously not every 10 minutes. I have a job and a life and a family and all that, but, you know, I'll play it every time I get a chance to just kind of update my resources and things like that. And so the graphics are good, the sounds are good, the characters are good. All a lot of fun, but it's all up to you on whether or not you want to handle a freemium game. I would love to see Gameloft publish a game like this for like $5 to $10 and just let us have access to a ton of it. Then I think it would just be pretty amazing. But as it stands, it's freemiums, and that's Kindoms and Lords. And I hope you enjoyed this kind of quick review preview. And you can pick it up in the App Store clicking on the link below. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe to us. Check us out on g2po.com as well, and I will see you next time.